About a month ago when I was here, we talked about the summer camp at Leone Meadows. And I made a promise to you, right? So, here is the fulfillment of this promise. I need a volunteer. I saw your hand there. Will you give every kid here one of those? Now, any other children that want to come up and hear the story that are out there that are not sitting with our students? Okay. Does anybody know what these funny dots are? Mm-hmm. What are they?
They're words to...
They're what?
They're words for people who are blind.
Okay, there are words on there. And so I want you to feel that and to see if you can read that. There's an alphabet right there. Okay? Right down there, the alphabet. They use the same alphabet we do. I want to tell you about a man that gave me a call. He said, "Hello, my name is Don." "Oh, okay. Hi, Don. Yeah, I'm blind. Can you come pick me up?" "Well, yeah. Where do you want to go?" "Well, I want to go to church." "Okay." So we took him to church that day. He had a good time. He stayed for the fellowship dinner, and then he went home. I took him home. On the way home, he says, "I've got a tape ministry. I have these things called cassette tapes." You know what cassette tapes are? Real old things. Okay, anyway, he had these cassette tapes, and he says, what I can do is I go down and get these big tapes about this big around, and then I load them onto small cassette tapes. Any way you could take me down to Universal Studios? Well, I lived in Van Nuys at that time, and Universal Studios was about 30 miles away. Anybody heard of Universal Studios before? What have you heard about Universal Studios?
Me?
Yeah, I saw that hand go up.
I know about Pinocchio.
Pinocchio? Okay. What do you know about Universal Studios? What do they do there?
That's where they make or produce TV shows and movies.
You're right. So I says, well, okay. Have you made arrangements to get in the gate because it's all secure and everything? "Oh, yeah. They'll know I'm coming. Can you get me that?" I says, okay. So he came, went, knocked on his door again, and he comes out. And he was pretty good. He had one of these canes, and guess how the cane was painted? Not all red, no. White cane with red at the end. Okay, so he kind of walks along like this, and like he's sweeping, just kind of like this, and so forth. Stood up straight, and he got in the car. Says, "You know how to get there?" "No." "What's the address?" "Okay," so I had to look at my map. I didn't have a GPS, and figure it all out. Okay, here we go. 'Cause I'd never been to Universal Studios, the front gate. We went in there and drove up there. The guard comes out. "What do you want?" "Oh, I brought Don here. We want to pick up some tapes." "Oh, Don. Hi, Don. How you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Can you tell him how to get there?" "Okay." Yep. So he told me how to go. And so we went in there. And do you realize walked right in? He just knew where to go. I followed him and up to the front steps and got inside. Wow, he got along. He'd been here before. And he came, "Oh, Don, we have all these tapes. And we know that you just use them for putting tape recordings on that. We haven't even deleted these neat little scenes and so forth on here and so forth. We're giving them to you." And so what he would do is take these big tapes, and we had a lot of fun there, meeting some of his friends, loaded up the car with the tapes and brought them home to his house. So what he does is he had this big tape machine. He put this big reel on this side here and the cassette tape over here, and it would go, this little motor would go and fill up this cassette tape. He'd cut the tape, and he could do all that. Another one, and fill up these blank cassettes. They're empty cassettes, fill it up with tape, and then he would go put it in a cassette recorder. And you know why he did that? So that other blind people could hear about Jesus. Even though he was blind, he didn't say, "Oh, I'm blind, I can't do anything." Oh. He went out and did something for those that were struggling with their sight too. Isn't that a good thing to do? When we have some handicaps and that kind of thing, do we grumble about our handicaps and say, "Oh, I can't get up that mountain, I'm in a wheelchair," whatever. Or, "I'm blind, I can't see." Nope. He says, "I'm going to help those that are blind like me." And he did, and a lot of people helped him too, so he was able to help many, many other people. Okay, it's now time for our lamb's offering, and we will, let's see here. Would you, Nina, help me and help everybody get one of those and make your way around?